proud of these businesses that have made this commitment to inclusive excellence. They committed to going through 8 months with us of training. So we met once per month to walk through not only each of the 5 dimensions of the framework, but also the understanding and commitment to the principles of community. So what you will see is the first cohort.
This past year when we made grants under financial stability, we looked at the unemployment rate. We saw individuals with disabilities, African American young men were part of that group, and they were left out of some of the key opportunities to advance and to have economic mobility. So by using that equity lens, Heart of Missouri United Way was able to then support grants that directly provided services and support to those of our neighbors who have been left out.
And the most specific and most visible thing I can talk about is probably Prosper U that we have put together. We've incorporated that from the framework. We have spent the last couple of years thinking a lot about that and got that started in the summer this year. As far as Prosper U, it's an opportunity for free programming, education, one-on-one counseling and coursework, helping people understand and learn and grow in areas of personal development, in financial education, and in small business growth and opportunities.
We are trainers and coaches, and we know that that matters. And I did a strategic planning recently, and there was someone who was visually impaired. So making sure that he couldn't see the PowerPoint, but making sure that he had the materials accessible to him and in a format where he could see them. So being more mindful of that on the front end than we had been in the past, using a checklist, all of that. So taking it to a higher degree, I would say, is what we've done, more intentionality.
I think the biggest thing is, since going through that program, we have brought on a professional development coordinator within our organization. We are about 80 people strong at Influence & Co., so we are not a terribly large organization. So to have someone dedicated to professional development and training and growth for our employees felt really important. And she and I are going to be working together to sort of implement diversity and inclusion efforts across the board.
The framework was actually excellent way to make sure that a company, number one, is intentional, number two, goes out of their way to try and make opportunities happen for minorities, and then stay on it, that it's not something you do once and figure I just checked off the box, but it's something that's part of your organization every single day. We have people that are hired to make sure that we're doing it. We have small groups that talk about it all the time. It's part of life here. It's been wonderful.
I think what the principles really are for us is a lens that we should use to think about everything we do and every decision we make, with that at the back of our minds always, that the principles of community are there, and it's what we're trying to strive for in every policy and decision that we make.
They're principles that we as an organization, the people that are in our leadership roles as an organization, whether they're volunteered or paid staff, they're principles that we can all work and strive to move towards and to be better.
Making that public commitment that we're going to stay focused in our hiring practices, that we're going to stay focused on the vendor relationships that we commit to, that we're going to stay focused on our business opportunities as we look out, stay focused on the selling of our product, our hiring of our employees, but that we're going to do it with an eye towards bringing a more diverse and inclusive clientele into shelter. And I think we all win when that happens.
I have to say that the experience of walking through the Inclusive Excellence for Business with the first cohort was amazing. I know I learned a lot from them as they worked through each of the dimensions and what it meant for them to understand and apply the principles of community to their work life and their work environment. We had another cohort go through in 2019, and we look forward to all joining us in 2020.